What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Why We Love Horror Trivia. We are winding down the first round of the Why We Love Horror Trivia Teams Tournament. We're going to get our final two matches out of the way tonight. Up first, the Cravenites, they are back. We gave them a double dip in round one. They'll be taking on Never Sober, Somewhat Scary, brimming with all kinds of confidence. At least half of them are. And then later, after the intermission, you'll see She Died Dude taking on the Black Sheep. But let's bring in these fellas.
Our top seed in the tournament.
Luis is Dan Stevens is Luis' number one fan. We know that already. And Anthony Tisdall, what's up?
Hi.
How you guys feeling today?
I mean, we're here. I like hanging out with Luis. I never come in here playing to win, which I feel bad because he's like really good at horror and was a champion at one point. But I just bring him down. But we get to do this together, and this makes me happy.
I think this is the second time you guys have coordinated drinking. Is that correct?
Yeah, unfortunately only.
Well, because he kept doing matches when I had a midnight shift before.
Yeah, it's fair. That's on me, bro. That's on me. I'm rectifying that. Now we're drinking together, as it was written in the name of our team, I guess. But that's exciting because I'm sure shit don't know anything about movies starring my Aunt Linda's cat or some whatever they picked.
Speaking of your Aunt Linda's cat, it's the Cravenites. Brannon Dunlap Rose Lyndsey. How are you guys doing today?
Sorry. Doing good. This is going to be a fun match. I can tell already, no matter how this goes. It's going to be great.
All right, well, let's just get right into it then. We're
Sure.
Sure.
Teams
Let's go.
Trivia. Round one, as usual, is the whiteboard round. Both teams gave me 4 categories. They drafted 4 categories. I wrote 8 questions. I'm going to read a question. We're going to have 15 seconds to write their answers on the whiteboards. After 15 seconds, I'll call time. Pens will be put down. We'll call on the players one at a time. They turn their boards around. They show me their answer. They say their answer. If the question's right, they get a point. If not, no penalty. If you get all 8 questions right, there's a 9th bonus question. And for the duration of this match, both teams have 4 repeats and a challenge. Any questions before we get started?
No.
No.
All right. Then let's start with question number 1, which comes in everybody's favorite actress, Mackenzie Fergans. What grade is Stacy in at her high school in Sweet Insanity?
So usually in a match, I like to reveal my feelings about the movie that's brought up. I'm going to elect not to do that this match.
I was actually watching this earlier, and
Same here.
It's got all the feels you think it has.
Yeah, it's a little too sweet for me. I don't want to spoil it.
It's not insane.
We'll go to the person who wasn't brought up in the American school system first. Louise.
7th grade.
That is
definitely not the American school system.
Maybe in Germany, we'll check. Brian.
I put 11th grade.
Anthony.
I put junior, so 11th grade.
And Rose.
I put 11th grade. I don't know if you can see that.
You're 1 grade short. She's a senior. She's in 12th grade.
Oh,
She's ready to hit the road.
What grade is 7th in Germany?
I thought
It's the 7th grade. What the fuck is the question?
It'd be like 12.
In America, 7th grade isn't even high school. That's fine. It's cool.
I don't know, man. I don't live there.
Question 2. Come visit it, Luis. Question 2 in 2000s. What 2006 film features performances from Amber Tamblyn, Ariel Kebbel, and Jennifer Beals? Love reading names for the first time as I'm reading the question. It's always fun.
These are all familiar.
No, I know. I did know all these names, but I got nervous that I wasn't.
We're not going to come after you. Maybe Amber Tamblyn, but the other 2 won't come after you.
That's
Oh my
fine. I know
think this is a correct year. Is this
4,
a great name?
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go over to Brannon.
Amber Tamblyn ain't going nowhere if Samara gets her first. But Bill Grudge 2.
All right, and Anthony.
I think, is there one called Session 9?
There is one called Session 9. I won't tell you if it's right yet. Rose.
Probably not.
I didn't get it.
All right. Blank is incorrect, but Luis?
Yeah, nothing.
All right. One of you is correct. It's not the blank board. It's not Session 9.
It's me.
I will do that, Brandon. Please let me
Good
go.
shit.
Please let me live. All right.
I'm sorry. I'll keep building up next time, Aaron. My bad.
Your third question.
Look, you forgot that was a movie.
Nora Jane Noon. Who plays the pool manager McGrady in 12 Feet Deep?
Man, I love this movie.
It's about. I won't even say what it's about until after we get through it. But it's one of those survival concepts that it could really happen. Right.
It almost lost me at foot 4, but by foot 6, I was like, all right, I buy it.
Pens down. We'll go to Anthony first. Pens down, Anthony.
I tried to write Jackie Earl Haley as a guess.
It's like a bigger version of him.
Oh.
Rose
Tobin Bell.
and Luis.
Oh,
12 Feet Deep sounds like a water movie, so Michael Phelps would be.
He owns the building. Brannon.
I went with the other Freddie, Anthony, Robert England.
And Rose is right. Tobin Bell.
Hey,
Backwards hat and all.
I'm gonna play a game.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're playing a young guy. Gotcha.
Young today. That's why I wore my backwards.
Wait, is
We
that
love
the movie? Oh no, that's it. Never mind.
Yeah, no, it's who plays the pool manager. All right. Question number 4, Child's Play. How does Chucky kill Father Frank the priest in Curse of Chucky? Great movie.
I love the tone shift from seed to curse. It's
Oh,
just
so did I.
unexpected, but it's great.
All right. Gonna need answer or repeat in 5, 4. Renew Chucky. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Anthony. Sorry, is it Rose?
Yeah, it is.
Rose, I apologize, Rose.
Total guess. I said stabs with crucifix.
All right. Luis. Navidad.
Poisons him.
All right. And Brandon.
I put poisons as chili.
Okay. And Anthony.
No, Luis is right. I said push him off a
All right. Fake fan there. 2 of you have it correct. It is poison. Or poisoned is chili. I will trust that.
Yeah.
It is right. Your fifth question in Rose McGowan. What year saw the release of Grindhouse?
Oh, wow.
I should have just flexed and been like, obviously it was chili. Because you all know I'm that trivia badass. That's why.
What else would you?
That's why I left the community in tears.
4, 3, 2,
Oh,
1. The tears were because Abby was pinching him so hard. Louis,
Yeah, that's it.
I was 7 at the time, 2007.
Jesus
and
Christ.
Brandon
God, you're young.
2007.
and Anthony.
I was a junior in college, 2007.
And
2007.
everyone's right.
Hey, wait.
How is the only one I get right a fucking release date?
I was married for 4 years.
God, you're old.
All right. Question number 6 in directors. Who directed Wolf Creek? Wolf Creek 2 and The Belko Experiment. Good.
I'm sorry I picked directors.
Haven't seen
You
it.
always do. And it's always on you. It's all right. It's fine.
But I might not know this one. Might not know this one.
I
mean,
didn't know
don't-
this one.
The
and I
director
love
question, I
Belko.
don't know it.
I saw the Wolfwoods one.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Brandon.
I've seen them all. I just can't for the life of me remember who directed it. I got nothing.
All right, Antoine.
Some Aussie.
All right, I don't think he's ready.
He's correct. Give him the point.
Rose. Rose.
I don't know.
Okay. Luis. Navidad.
I actually don't know this one.
It's Greg McLean or Greg. Is it
Okay.
Greg McLean?
Greg McLean. Greg McLean.
Greg
Is he Australian?
McLean.
Am I the closest?
He's correct. Give him the point, you cowards.
What a shock that an Australian person directed Wolf Creek. Moving on to the Halloween franchise.
Wow.
How does Michael take out the town's power in Halloween 4, The Revenge of Michael Myers?
Okay.
And if you're close enough, you'll get the point.
In my final match I prepared for, I got to finally watch this series, and I did enjoy most of them, honestly, including my rewatch of the David Gordon Green ones. I was hard on those. I realize it could get worse. It's called Exorcist the Believer.
That's pretty bad.
Was
Good
Anthony.
Does he drive a car into a power plant?
Ha! Sorry.
Rose.
I don't remember.
Luis.
I wanted to write what Anthony said, but I just had a blank board.
I believe
And Brannon.
All right, I don't know if I'm gonna get this right, but I put throw somebody on a transformer.
That's exactly what happened. Yeah,
Okay.
it's smaller than a car. He throws a person at the
That's
transformer.
right. That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, we do have to
That's the
concentrate.
other thing that I wanted to write.
Unfortunately, the guy's name is Carr, so I'm going to give it to Anthony. Anyway, next,
All right.
Wow.
Question number 8 in
Oh, I thought-
the category of the 1990s in
90s.
species still kills the first man she tries to mate with because she realizes he suffers from what condition is not a suitable mate.
Oh, species. Jesus.
I
You
mean,
picked 90s, bro. Like,
I remember renting this movie from the video store.
Yeah, and I felt real weird about it, and then I felt real good watching it.
I definitely don't remember any details about it, but Natasha Henstridge should have been in every movie according to my 8-year-old thoughts.
yeah, the guys
Five.
from South Park thought so too.
4, 3. They ain't wrong. 2 or 1. Pens down. Rose.
Total guess, hemophilia.
Okay. Luis Navidad.
I guess impotence would make a pretty bad
In
mate.
the way of it, I suppose.
Good call.
Brandon.
I don't know if I spelled it right, but I put asthma. I tried
All
to
right.
spell it. I don't know.
And Anthony.
Is he deaf?
Well, these are all bad things.
Yes.
You know, it's diabetes or diabetes.
Oh, all right. Well,
I wouldn't want to.
fair enough.
Sure.
At the end of round number 1, I have the Cravenites in the lead 6-3. Let's wipe this thing out. Let's move on to the
Thanks
second
for getting
round.
us 3.
Is the wheel round. All 8 of those categories are on a wheel now. The Cravenites will spin first if they want to, or they can defer to never sober, somewhat scary. You spin the wheel, you can either take what you get or spin again. Within those first 2 spins, you will land on a category. When you get that category, you're going to get 5 2-point questions in that category. If you'd like, you can ask for multiple choice. Question then becomes worth 1 point. Make sure someone says final answer after the answer so I know it's your final answer. And be careful, though, because if you're wrong, your opponents can steal. Let's bring in that wheel, and we'll talk to the Cravenites briefly. Categories on the wheel today. We got Mackenzie Fergans, the 2000s, Nora Jane Noon, Child's Play franchise, Rose McGowan, directors, the Halloween franchise, and the 1990s. Do you guys want to spin first or defer?
Let's go first.
You want to go first? All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go first.
Let's go.
Going first, and here's the first spin.
You go.
And you get directors. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
That is a spin again.
Let's spin again. Definitely spin it again. All right.
Yeah, spin again, please.
And you gave the 1990s. So put
All
that
right,
wheel
that's
back.
suitable.
All right, move.
Aaron, do you want to read the 90s questions, or would you like me to read them?
Sorry, Chico. I can read them. That's fine.
All right. Here's your first question. Go ahead, Aaron.
All right. In 1990s, question 1. What state is Kevin from in The Devil's Advocate?
Is it?
Isn't it New Jersey?
Brannon, or is it New Jersey? Is it New Jersey?
I think it might be one of the new ones. Yeah, like new states. I mean, I think it's New Jersey.
Are you totally?
I'm not
sure?
100% no. You want a multiple choice?
I'll do multiple choice.
Okay. Multiple
All right,
choice.
that was like such a roller coaster of confidence there. Okay. All right. Multiple choice options.
Well, good.
Louisiana, B, Georgia, C, Alabama, D.
I was actually thinking it was a southern state. So
Okay.
I said Maryland, but I was thinking.
Yeah, no, I'm glad we did multiple choice. 'Cause- okay.
I want to say it might be Georgia. I don't
I'm
know.
good with that.
Okay.
Well, you got
Georgia. Final answer.
That is incorrect. Over to never sober, always scary, or sometimes scary. A, Louisiana. B, Georgia. C, Alabama. D, Florida.
What do you
Do you
think,
know?
bro?
For some reason, Louisiana jumped out at me a little bit.
Yeah,
But-
let's do that.
I don't know for sure. You want to just do that?
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't have a
Louisiana.
better guess.
Final answer.
That is also incorrect. The devil is obviously from Florida.
Oh,
Keanu Reeves'
oh,
character.
gosh.
That's
I
Keanu
was-
Reeves.
I know. Calm down, everybody. A joke about Florida that I had to
Hey,
make.
fam.
No, it was necessary.
Yes.
No, I thought he was from the Northeast, so my bad.
Well, we're all incorrect. On to question number 2, including me. Who directed The Ninth Gate?
Oh, dude.
Do you know this one?
Oh, like it's on the tip of my tongue and I can't pull it.
Multiple choice then.
Yeah, let's do multiple choice, please.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A. Roman Polanski, B. Gore Verbinski, C. Milos Forman, D. Abel Ferreira.
I think it's Milos Forman.
I was thinking it was either him or B. So yeah, let's
So let's go with. You want to go with Milos Forman?
yeah. C. Final answer.
See, final answer.
That is incorrect over to Never Sober, Sometimes Scary. A. Roman Polanski, B. Gore Verbinski, C. Milos Forman, D. Abel Ferreira.
Fuck that guy. Roman Polanski. Final answer.
Correct on all accounts.
Really?
Cool.
Wow. Okay, I did not think that. That's funny because we were just talking about him, Rose.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
crazy.
we all talk about Roman Polanski every day. On to question number 3. I'm not touching that one.
I talk about his back.
What is the profession of the second person possessed by Jason in Jason Goes to Hell, Final Friday?
I have never seen this movie.
Oh man, I've seen it. I don't think that's the first person. Let's do multiple choice, please.
Okay.
All right, your multiple choice options are A. Reporter, B. Cook, C. Police officer, D. Tow truck driver.
Now that pops up as an option. Of course it does. I'm just gonna go with my initial thought. I'm gonna say police officer, Rose.
Okay.
Police officer, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Jeez, totally overthought that. Could have gone for 2. All right.
All right. Penultimate question. What mode of transportation does Geraldine leave town on at the end of Demon Night?
Oh man.
Geraldine.
I don't know this one either.
I've seen it. I just multiple choice, please.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A. Train, B. Motorcycle, C. Bus, D. Helicopter.
Pretty sure it's a bus.
Okay.
I'm gonna say bus. Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point. All right. And your final question in the category of 1990s. Who plays Detective Rita Vedder in Vampire in Brooklyn?
Oh, I think that's too obvious. I think it's Angela Bassett. No.
I have not seen that movie. Again.
We'll do multiple choice, please. I'm sorry.
Your multiple choice options are A. Jennifer Beals, B. Vivica A. Fox, C. Regina King, D. Angela Bassett.
Angela Bassett. Final answer.
All right. That is correct for 1 point.
I gotta be more sure of myself, Rose. My bad.
Well, when you were sure of yourself with Devil's Advocate, you were wrong. So
Maybe you should doubt yourself, Brandon.
Bring the wheel back here and
Count
never
yourself
show
more.
somewhat scaries first, man.
I have it at 9-4 through that spin.
That is exactly what I have.
I mathed.
And you got Nora Jane Noon. Do you guys want to
No.
keep that or and again?
We don't want to keep that at
No.
all.
It did again.
Yeah, we need some new categories, so good.
Yeah.
Direct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, I'll sit here and watch and
It's
hope.
quiet time.
Luis loves this category. Anthony sits and listens to this category.
Anthony just look handsome as ever.
He's doing a great job.
Here's your first
Good
question.
luck.
Who directed The Babysitter and The Babysitter Killer Queen?
MacG, final answer.
Wow.
That is correct for 2 points.
You knew that one.
Challenge. He's hardly a director.
Charlie's
You guys are
Angels
so
would
many
like
episodes
to.
of Chuck. Your second question. Who directed 1960s Black Sunday?
That would be Mario Bava. Final answer.
That is correct.
I think he was messing with us, Rose.
Your third question. Besides John Dies at the End, what's the only other horror movie Don Coscarelli has directed in the 21st century?
Oh shit. I think I need multiple on this. Multiple
Yeah, of course.
choice.
I'm not going to help you.
A. Phantasm Ravager. B. Odd Thomas. C. Phantasm 4 Oblivion. Or D. Bubba Hotep.
Baba Hotep, final answer.
That is correct. And we're all tied up at 9.
I love they didn't even check with Anthony. Not even.
I'm sorry, but
not talk to me.
Anthony, you
I love it.
Words to me during this round. Just do your thing.
All right, your penultimate question. How many different directors have directed a film in the Evil Dead franchise?
So Anthony, I'm thinking 3. We have Lee Cronin, we have Fede Alvarez, we have Sam Raimi.
Yeah, right. He did Army of Darkness, and 3.
3 final answer.
That is correct.
I actually knew that one.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you for that.
Right down.
Thank you for carrying.
For Anthony only. Who directed 1986's Manhunter?
That's Michael Mann, right?
I think you're right. Yes.
Michael Mann, final answer.
And that is correct. We're a sweep of the category.
Good job,
Good job,
Luis.
guys.
Hey, good job, Anthony.
Good job
to you.
Anthony did a great job trusting Luis.
Almost knew 2 of those.
Exactly.
We're going on to round number 3 now, which, as always, with love, the Austin Pez Howell Memorial Synopsis Round. Prior to the match, both teams drafted 3 general movie categories. Those 6 choices are in a pool, which either team can select at any time. But if they do select a category, it comes out of the pool and cannot be selected ever again. The team who's trailing will select first, choosing which of the categories they want for a 2-point synopsis question. If at any point the trailing team takes the lead, control switches to the other team, who can choose from the remaining category. Teams progress through doing 2, 3, and 5-point questions. Play will end when either I've asked all 6 questions or one team's mathematically unable to catch up. Cravenites, since you are behind, you get to choose first for your 2-point question, either in the 2000s, the 2010s, foreign language horror, horror comedies, literary adaptations, or psychological thrillers. What would you like for your 2-point question?
That's a good question. Sorry. Are you good with horror comedies, Rose, at all, or no?
Not really.
No. Okay, we'll just steer that way then. Do you want to do 2000s for 1 again?
Sure.
Okay. Or for 2. I mean.
So we're going to go 2000s for 2. That's what you want?
Yeah, please.
Okay, I'll ask you your question since Aaron asked you your questions around number 2. Here's your first question. A traveling family falls victim to a group of mutated cannibals in a desert far away from civilization. Name that movie.
It's The Hills Have Eyes, right?
Yeah, is that the remake of The Hills Have Eyes?
Yeah, that's the remake.
Okay.
Hills Have Eyes, final answer.
That's correct. It is the remake of The Hills Have Eyes. You are still behind, so we will stay with you. We're taking the 2000s off the board. Remaining categories, the 2010s, foreign language horror, horror comedies, literary adaptations, or psychological thrillers. What would you like for your 3-pointer?
You want to do... How good are you at horror comedies?
I'm okay.
You want to do... footage, or you want to do... 2010s?
Let's do 2010s.
Okay.
All right. We'll go over to the 2010s then.
Just take another decade off.
Here's your 3-pointer in the 2010s. Desperate to help her ailing brother, a young woman unknowingly agrees to compete in a deadly game of chance hosted by a sadistic aristocrat.
It's Would You Rather.
Is that Would You Rather?
Yeah.
Okay, final answer.
That's correct. So you have taken the lead. We'll go over to Never Sober, Somewhat Scary now. The remaining categories, foreign language horror, horror comedies, literary adaptations, or psychological thrillers. What would you like for a 2?
What do you think, bro?
How do you feel about foreign language? Do you think we could do a 3 on that, or do you want to stick with 2 for that? I feel like some of the other ones we could probably work a little better together. I've seen some foreign language, like decent amount. Or do you want to?
I don't know. Maybe we can do it for 3.
All right. Is there another one you want to try? Either like maybe psychological thrillers?
Yeah, let's do psychological.
Okay, we'll try that.
I want to read you your psychological thriller question for 2. Here you go.
Psychological throws for 2 points. A couple tries to spice up their marriage in a remote lake house. The husband dies unexpectedly, and the wife is left handcuffed to their bed and must fight to survive and break free.
Jared's game, right?
Yeah, Gerald's game.
Jared's game, fine answer.
That is correct for 2 points and the lead.
So we're going to go back over to the Cravenites. The remaining categories: literary adaptations, horror comedies, or foreign language horror. What would you like for 5?
Maybe literary adaptations. I don't know.
You know more about books than I do. Do you want to
Yeah.
go for that? Okay.
Literary adaptations were 5. A physicist, his wife, and 2 mediums are hired to investigate the Belasco house. 27 guests had inexplicably died in 1927, and most of a team of paranormalists sent in the 1950s.
Hell House.
What?
Hell House.
I trust you.
It's Hell House. Final answer.
Final answer.
And your winner, Never Sober, Somewhat Scary. The title of the movie is The Legend of Hell House. The Legend.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
Right. Yeah, it is Hell House, but it's The Legend of Hell House.
The book is called Hell House.
The movie is called The
No,
Legend of
movie.
Hell.
The movie is called The Legend of Hell House.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my
You're
god.
right that it's the title of the book. So that means that we will drop Luis and Tiz next stage. That is an extremely tough break. I can tell when you smiled that you knew it. And obviously, you've read the book. But yeah, they did change the title when they filmed it.
That's a tough break.
Aren't you glad we gave you a second shot?
Wow.
Well,
We
Rose,
did
we
a lot
are going
better
to see.
in
I mean,
the second
the silver lining to all this is, Rose, you are competing for the singles championship. We are going to be seeing you probably the week after this airs in the singles championship. So I'll ask you about that first. How are you feeling right now going into that match next week?
Not super on the up and up. I don't know.
We know you know your stuff. I know if you had spun any of those actresses, this would have swung the opposite
Yeah,
way. Because
it would have been done.
I've seen you devour those categories like with no mercy. But Brandon, how you feeling?
I feel like we did. We did better in this round or this game than we did the last one. Especially with the first 2 synopsis, knocked it out of the park. I know Rose knows her stuff. that's the thing. If anything, she carries me more. I know she's going to disagree until she turns blue.
I didn't the entire first round minus question.
I got lucky with some of those stuff in the 90s. I should have trusted my gut more, with the exception of the devil's advocate question. If maybe I didn't second guess myself, we would have gone a little further. But it is what it is. This was still fun. We appreciate having you here, and Rose is going to win that championship. I can know it.
Okay, she's playing the number 1 contenders match. I'm sorry. So if you win that,
Oh,
match,
no more
you win the
contenders.
championship.
Sorry.
That's right. I didn't mean to mislead everybody watching. It is the number 1 contenders match, but
My bad.
we're going to play it like a championship match, so it'll be a 5-round match. So we'll see you before you know it. And Brandon, we'll get you back in the mix too. Don't worry. We'll see you soon.
No worries. Thanks, guys.
Good
We'll
game,
bring
guys.
in today's winners going on to round number 2. Never Sober, Somewhat Scary.
How the fuck? did
Anthony
you
was here
do
too.
that?
Anthony was also here.
I was just
What the fuck? Oh,
good game.
jeez. Yeah. Oh, jeez. That's awesome, bro. You can actually say it's a good game. It was a good game.
I know, right?
You know, first round, whatever. Take it or leave it. I'd rather leave it. But, you know, directors, once again, fucking saved my ass. I'm great at this shit. Fuck yes.
Yeah, what he said. He carried the shit out of me this entire game. I hit 2 questions. 2, not 1, 2, the entire game. And that's only because I knew Gerald's game, but he also knew it. And I got guessed on a number. And other than that, I knew nothing else. Nothing. So thank God for Luis.
You guys are moving on to round 2. You're playing the winner of She Died Dude, which is Matthew Chen and Adelaide Spence, and the Black Sheep, who are 2 gentlemen who live in the Southern Hemisphere, Malcolm Lay and Richie Nemo Goodacre. Any
Oh,
preference?
so great. Whenever we play Richie and Malcolm, we get, oh yeah, we have movies starring on Glenda this time. Fucking A.
Holy shit.
Big movies people have seen. Jesus fucking Christ. It's not that hard. I'm not sitting here being like, oh, movies starring my Uncle Wolfgang. Because it's not fun. Jesus fucking Christ.
I think your Uncle Wolfgang's a very underrated actor, though. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
God.
not bad. It is 3 a.m. in Germany right now.
Yeah, he's
No,
losing
it's
it.
not. It's too bad.
Oh, he's
Sorry, I
still
was
losing
trying to help.
Yeah, but still.
I mean, do you guys have a
Whoever-
preference? Does that
whoever-
mean you don't want to play? Does that mean you don't want to play Malcolm and Richie?
Honestly,
I-
both of these teams have the ability to pick things we fucking despise, and they probably will. So it will be great time regardless. Because I have my buddy here. He looks hot as fuck as always. I'm here. I'm
Yeah, he does.
getting blitzed at this point. So yeah.
I mean, I just feel like Malcolm and Richie is going to be a pain in the ass for scheduling. But other than that, I think that would be the biggest problem.
Well
Because
said.
that is three very opposite sides of the world that we're going in with that one. So
Oh yeah. So let's. We want to play Spence and Matthew.
Sounds good. We'll see what happens. We're going to find out. I'm going to drop you guys back, and we'll get the answer to that question right after this.
Hello, and thank you for your business. Why not stop by our refreshment stand? We have all kinds of special treats, but don't take my word for it. Take it away, fellas!
Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, have a good time. Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, have a good time. Popcorn for all, hell's on its way. Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, have a good time.
2 minutes till showtime. There's still plenty of time to visit the refreshment stand.
Come on down to the snack bar, let your eyes out, let your eyes out, have a good time to the snack bar. Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, have a good time. Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, have a good time. Hell's on its way. Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, have a good time.
Welcome back from intermission. This is going to be your main event of the evening. I'm sure all four gentlemen backstage are weirded out that they're the main event. They're weirded out that they're the main event. Who knows? But it doesn't matter. We're bringing them in. This is the main event anyway. Let's bring in first. From the furthest away you could possibly be. Malcolm Blay. Richie Goodacre, the Black Sheep. How are you guys doing today?
You go first, Malcolm.
I think this is the first time we've been the main event in anything, but it's good to be here.
Everyone deserves a turn to be in the main event. Richie, you love wrestling. This is your time to shine. What do you have to say?
Oh yeah, no, and look, it's an honor to be the main event. Look, I hope I don't fumble this opportunity. Look, I'm just happy to be here.
All right. Well, your opponents are also happy to be here. They both look happy to be. They're winning a smile in the community, Matthew Chen, and the matriarch Adelaide Spence. She died, dude. How are you guys doing today?
I feel like us being in the main event is like if Dominic Mysterio had like a brother who no one gave a shit about, and he headlined WrestleMania.
You never know.
Dominic Mysterio.
He has a sister. She can main event WrestleMania someday. But we're not enough wrestling talk. We're here for hardcore horror trivia, and you're gonna get 3 rounds of horror trivia this evening, starting with round number 1, which is just a generic whiteboard round. Prior to the match, She Died Dude gave me 4 categories, and the Black Sheep gave me 4 categories. I wrote 8 questions. I'll read them off one at a time, give them 15 seconds to answer the questions. Then I'll call time, turn their board around when they're called upon, show their answer, say their answer, and when you get a question, if you get a question right, you get a point. If you get it wrong, nothing happens. You just get it wrong. If you get all 8 questions right, there's a 9th bonus question. For the duration of teams matches, both teams get 4 repeats in the challenge to use at their discretion. Any questions before we get started?
Your mic is kind of peaking, if that matters to you.
I love peeking this thing. You know that. How's that? Is that better? Maybe I should get questions.
Yeah.
I was really on top of it. Just I was doing my 70s radio host thing. Your first question comes in the category of the Final Destination franchise. In the logging truck premonition at the beginning of Final Destination 2, what specific kind of vehicle T-bones Rory's car and causes it to explode? Just rewatched this scene. This scene, I think, has given more people pause on the highway than any scene in history. I still avoid logging trucks to this day. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Matthew. What kind of truck is it? What kind
That's a police car.
Police car. Richie.
Said motorcycle.
Motorcycle. And Adelaide.
It's an oil tanker. You'll take that.
And Malcolm.
Motorcycle.
All incorrect. It's a garbage truck. A garbage truck plows through Rory's car and causes it to explode. Moving on to the movies of Jenna Ortega. This might be something you know without watching the movie. How many band members are in the Foo Fighters during the events of Studio 666?
I'm barely a 90s kid. I don't know who the fuck's in the Foo Fighters.
I will say the band. If you know the Foo Fighters when the Foo Fighters debuted, not the same number. 4, 3, 2, 1. So I've eliminated one number from all the numbers. Richie, what do you got?
3.
And Adelaide.
4.
And Malcolm.
5.
And Matthew.
I said 4.
If you kept going up from Malcolm, you'd have had it.
Damn it.
There's 6 people in the Foo Fighters in Studio 666. I really thought Matthew was going to go 6. All right. Your third question in the movies of Samara Weaving, who directed Mayhem? I gotta say, I actually haven't seen Mayhem yet. Sorry, everybody, haven't seen it yet. But I do know the director.
I should have expected a Mayhem question based on the thumbnail.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Adelaide.
I couldn't even pull a fake guess in the time.
Malcolm.
I did a fake guess at Gore Verbinski.
Matthew.
Yeah, I had no idea.
And Richie.
I don't know, radio silence.
Joe Lynch directed Mayhem. Joe Lynch of Suitable Flesh fame and everything like that. Moving on to the films of John Carpenter. Who plays radio DJ Stevie Wayne in The Fog? I think Matthew might have. That's a good sign. We're breaking the ice. 5, 4,
Future opponents, beware.
2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Malcolm.
Don't know if I'm confusing the fog and the mist, but I guess Tom Welling.
And Matthew.
Adrian Barbeau.
And Richie.
I didn't get that.
And Adelaide.
Wolfman Jack.
Adrian Barbeau. Yeah, Stevie is a woman in this instance, so she died to taking the first lead of the match. Moving on to the films of Wes Craven. What Ivy League college is Dennis a professor at in The Serpent and the Rainbow? So I've narrowed it down to 10 schools for you. Just pick the right one.
This is going to be so easy for us non-Americans.
A 1 in 10 shot.
Yep. Which one is it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're back over to Matthew.
I said Princeton.
That is an Ivy League school. Richie.
I don't even know if this is Ivy League school. It's Brown.
Brown is an Ivy League school. Adelaide.
Nice and safe, Harvard.
And Malcolm.
Also playing it safe.
If you played it safe, you're right. He teaches at Harvard.
Yay. Good job, Malcolm.
Your sixth question is in the vast world of A24. What type of location does Owen work at as an adult in I Saw the TV Glow?
It doesn't come out in Australia.
I'm like, what is this called? I know what it is.
I feel like there's multiple kinds of answers.
I'll be lenient with the answer. I actually have that in my notes. Be lenient with the answer. I said to myself.
5-star feels.
I have no idea what you call this. So
4, 3. Just describe it. 2, 1. Heads down. Richie, what do you got?
I don't know. Just a movie theater.
That's where he works when he's a teenager. Spence.
It's like an adult entertainment center. I just put an arcade to be safe.
And Malcolm.
Adult store.
And Matthew.
It's like a Chuck E. Cheese type thing. I said of a playhouse. I don't know if that's really...
arcade entertainment center. I have arcade in my answers, but yeah, you're both right. Yeah, as long as you were reading on it. It's the kind of place where there's lots of fun things to do, and kids have birthday parties.
Basically, a Dave and Buster's.
It's a Dave and Buster's. Yeah. Your next to last question in slashers. What 2005 slasher film features supporting performances from Danny Trejo, Brian Posehn, and Kane Hodder?
That is an eclectic cast of.
Right. What year did that? I don't think it's not like.
I assure you, they're all in this movie.
What year did that come out? Have I seen this movie, John?
Probably 3.
Okay.
2, 1. Depends. I mean, I'm gonna give it a 60-40 shot. Adelaide, what you got?
Hatchet?
No.
Damn it.
Malcolm.
I started watching Hatchet and second guessed myself and didn't have time, so I just hit half.
Matthew.
I can think of it in time.
And Richie.
I put Hatchet too.
They're all in the Devil's Rejects. The Devil's Rejects. Yeah, they're all the Devil's Rejects.
I was worried it was maybe Leslie Vernon, and I was like, I probably shouldn't shoot on that.
No, only Kane Hodder's in that one. And your final one, I think you guys are waiting for this one the whole time. In horror musicals, what musical features the songs Things You See in a Graveyard, Legal Assassin, and Zydrate Anatomy? Five.
That's the category.
3, 2.
I'm trying to remember all the...
1. Heads down. Malcolm.
I just guessed Reaper the Genetic Opera.
Matthew.
I didn't have anything in time.
Richie.
I put I just tried to write a Little Shop of Horrors, but I didn't get it. So.
And Spence.
Repo the Genetic Opera.
Repo the Genetic Opera is correct.
I am.
So at the end of round 1, I have She Died Dude in the lead, 5-2, the wheel round. All 8 of those categories are on a wheel now. Team in the lead gets to choose if they want to spin or defer. Whenever a team spins, they spin. They can take the category they land on or utilize one respin. Eventually, they're going to land on a category. Then they're going to get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. They have the option to check down to multiple choice. Question then becomes worth 1 point. When you have your answer, say final answer either before or after that answer, so I know it's your final answer. And if you get a question wrong, though, look out. Your opponent can steal. So here's the wheel. On the wheel today, all those categories one more time. The Final Destination franchise. Acted. Samara Weaving acted. John Carpenter directed. I put Wed Craven. Whatever. It's Wed Craven directed. E49, slashers, and horror musicals. Do you want to spin first or defer?
Boots
What
with
do you want to
defer.
Sure, I'm fine with anything. So
Yeah. This is a great singles match, Matthew. Don't worry.
Are you guys deferring?
Yeah.
All right. Black Sheep, here's your first spin. You get the Final Destination franchise. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
I would recommend keep it out. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm down for keeping it too.
Yeah, keep please.
Keep it? All right. So let's bring out those Final Destination questions. Here's your first question. In Final Destination 3, what item of Frankie's does Kevin find on the ground after the car accident in the drive-thru?
Isn't it his necklace?
It's his necklace. It's his necklace, yeah.
Yeah, necklace, final answer.
It is a blood-stained necklace. That is correct. 2 points. Your second question. At what type of location does Hunt die in the Final Destination?
Can you remember what character Hunt is? I'm just going to guess and say he's the guy in the... should we go multiple choice?
Yeah, I might remember it just from the multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
All right. A, a gymnasium. B, a pool. C, a speedway. Or D, a cafe.
Before the options came up, I was thinking he was the guy in the pool.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go for it, I'm fine going.
All right. I'll go B, pool.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Yeah, final answer.
He is the guy who gets his backside gets
drain.
He dies in a very horrible fashion in the pool. That's correct.
And then blood squirts out of the pool.
Yeah, he gets inverted via his rectum.
Hell yeah!
Your third question. What is Eugene's profession in Final Destination 2?
Oh. Is he a police officer?
I can't remember. Oh, do you want to go multiple?
Yeah. Just
multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Is he A, a musician, B, a writer, C, a teacher, or D, a scientist?
I'm thinking either A or C actually.
I'm thinking he might have been a teacher.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go. Let's go C. C. Final answer.
He is a teacher. That is correct.
Mm.
Your penultimate question. Who is the first person to die after the cycle of death restarts after Flight 180 crashes in Final Destination?
I think I know what it is. There's certain the character's name, so I'm going to guess. Do you want to multiple it and just guess?
Yeah.
Multiple choice, please.
All right. Is it A, Todd, B, Terry, C, Billy, or D, George?
Was it Sean William Scott's character that dies there?
No, because I'm fairly certain he's one of the later ones. You know, I think it might have been Todd because Todd.
All right, let's just all right, A Todd finals.
That is correct. Todd is the first.
Thank you.
Todd in the shower. Yes, that is correct.
Oh, in the shower. Okay.
And your final question: how many Final Destination films have been scored by Shirley Walker?
I have not paid attention to this.
I think she's only scored the first one, unless she's credited on the.
Do you just want to say
one.
that? for the next
Yeah,
round.
just one. Because the multiple choice is just gonna be numbers anyway. So
Multiple choice, you said?
no, one.
One.
So
That is incorrect. Chance for a 2-point steal. How many Final Destination films have been scored by Shirley Walker?
2?
We could go 2. Yeah.
Do you have any reason for it to not be 2?
I was like, oh, maybe there's more. So I just.
All right.
You want to say 2 or go higher?
2.
Final answer.
That is also incorrect. The answer is 3. 3.
Fuck you.
All right. Put that banner away. We'll bring the old wheel back in. And she died, dude. This is your first one. Okay. John Carpenter.
I mean,
Get that.
Are you okay if I take a nap?
I guess I haven't really like reprepped it, but it's better than getting one of their categories. Final Destination was the only one that I would have been okay with. So
okay, if you're okay running this shit, because I think we need. What's the score, John?
It is 7-5 in Black Sheep's favor.
You could literally go multiple choice every time and hit it. Like, let's just take it.
Okay, let's take it.
All right, we're going John Carpenter.
One of these days, I'll get my musicals questions. Watch out.
They've been sitting there for you for a long time.
No.
Your first question. What is James Wilson's nickname in Ghosts of Mars?
James Wilson. I want to go multiple choice here.
Okay.
Let's go multiple.
All right. Is it A, Loner, B, Desolation, C, Dominator, or D, Destroyer?
Desolation is one of them. For sure. Yeah, Desolation, final answer.
That is correct. Ice Cube. Your second question. What is the name of the publishing company in the Mouth of Madness?
Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, Arkham, B, Arson, C, Arcadia, or D, Arcane?
Arcane, final answer.
That is correct.
Do you want any help or are you good? Just like fully rock?
Well, I don't, I think
I don't know if I can. I just want to make sure that I'm like doing what I should.
No, if I need your help, I'll say something. But
We are all tied up going to your third question. Who plays Alice in The Ward?
Alice is just trying to remember the correct character. I know the actors in this movie, so. Do you think should I shoot for 2?
I think they didn't study it. Probably you can shoot if you want, but
Repeat the question.
That's your first repeat. Who plays Alice in The Ward?
I'm like, I don't want to give them the option to feel
I
if they
think
don't
Carpenter's
know.
probably been used before enough where he's not going to go for the main lead.
Mm-hmm.
That's my guess. I think multiple's totally safe if you want to go for it.
It's because all the options are going to be there. I'm just going to shoot Danielle Pennebaker. Final answer.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 2-point steal. Who plays Alice in The Ward?
Do you have any idea, Malcolm?
I don't know anyone else who's in the Ward.
I don't know. You know when this came out. Samara Weaving.
That is also incorrect. It's a very young Sydney Sweeney.
No, that's Sydney Sweeney.
Oh,
okay.
Your penultimate question. Who composed the score for The Thing?
Ennio Morricone.
Let's go.
Final answer. I contributed.
And your final question. What is the name of the master vampire being hunted in Vampires?
I'll know it for sure on multiple. I'm just trying to think if I can pull it off the top of my head. Master
vampire. 5, 4, 3.
Multiple choice.
All right. Your multiple choice answers. Is it A, Volek, B, Roman, C, Christoph, or D, Frenzy?
Volek, final answer.
That is correct. At the end of round 2, I have She Died Dude in the lead, 10-7. Relatively close game here as we go into round number 3, everyone's favorite round, the Austin Pez Howell Memorial Synopsis round. Prior to the match, both teams picked 3 categories. They're in a pool. The team that is trailing can choose any of those 6 categories to start with to get a 2-point question, and they'll continue choosing categories until they take the lead. They'll pick a 2, 3, 5-point category in that order. If at any time they take the lead, control switches to the other team. Once a category is selected, it cannot be selected a second time. Play will end when I've asked all 6 questions or one team is mathematically unable to catch up. Black Sheep, Malcolm, and Richie, the categories you could choose from. We have classics, the 2010s, the 2020s, foreign language horror, horror comedies, and literary adaptations. What would you like for a 2-point synopsis?
Do you want to go for maybe 2020s?
Yeah, I was thinking that. So 2020s.
2020s?
Yeah.
Here's your 2-point question. In 1918, a young woman on the brink of madness pursues stardom in a desperate attempt to escape the drudgery, isolation, and lovelessness of life on her parents' farm.
This is Pearl.
That's what I was thinking as well.
Pearl, final answer.
That is correct. Still behind for 1 point, so you get to choose again. The 2020s is off the board. You could choose classics, the 2010s, foreign language horror, horror comedies, or literary adaptations. What would you like for 3?
Just go horror comedies. I don't know.
Yeah. I think horror comedies would be a good
Horror comedies?
Yeah, horror comedies.
For 3 points. Here's your horror comedies question. A vampire countess needs to drink the blood of a virgin in order to keep her eternal beauty. It seems that all is hopeless until she bumps into Mark Kendall. Name that movie.
I feel like I've either seen this before or heard of it before.
5, 4, 3.
Repeat.
That's your first repeat. A vampire countess needs to drink the blood of a virgin in order to keep her eternal beauty. It seems that all is hopeless until she bumps into Mark Kendall. Name that movie.
It's not, no, I don't think Warm Bodies is about a vampire.
5, 4.
It could be.
2.
Repeat.
A vampire countess needs to drink the blood of a virgin in order to keep her eternal beauty. It seems that all is hopeless until she bumps into Mark Kendall. Name that movie.
Could it be Warm Body?
I mean, if you want to try it, I'm fine trying for it.
All right. Warm Bodies, final answer.
That is incorrect. This is that Jim Carrey joint, Once Bitten. Once Bitten.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we will stick with you. So horror comedy is now off the table. We're left with classics, the 2010s, foreign language horror, and literary adaptations. What would you like for your 5-pointer?
Do you want to go either 2010s or literary adaptations?
I was thinking 2010s.
Yeah, I think 2010s would be best bet.
Yeah.
2010s?
Yeah.
Here is your 2010s 5-pointer. A teenager's quest to launch Norwegian black metal in Oslo in the early 1990s results in a very violent outcome. Name that.
Could this be Deathgasm?
That does sound familiar, actually, from talking to Pez. So, yeah, I got nothing. I got nothing else, so I might as well punt for that.
Deathgasm?
Final answer.
Final answer, yeah.
And your winners. She Died, dude. This is Lords of Chaos. Malcolm, Deathgasm takes place in New Zealand. You should know that.
Well, I knew it was filmed in New Zealand. I didn't.
Isn't that in the strength category?
We're going to talk more about that as we drop. I figured you'd have seen Deathgasm. That is a very. Everybody in that movie sounds just like you, Malcolm. It's definitely a New Zealand movie. How you guys? I mean, obviously you kept it close. Just couldn't close the gap in round 3. How you guys feeling?
look, yeah, it was what it was. Maybe we chose different. Yeah, we should probably maybe stick to our countries of of living next time. Okay. I know my should probably use our advantage and not many people have seen
I
Australian
still have
horror.
these Australian horror questions sitting here, so feel free to.
And New Zealand horror. Yeah, I don't even know why. It occurred to me just the middle of the match, but we should have just gone with those. But anyway, yeah, like a good game. Look, I know my stuff. Just sometimes falter when the match comes in, but it's always good to see him with Malcolm. But yeah, I'll let Malcolm.
You guys did great in Final Destination, and we're doing this team thing, but we're gonna have you both back as soon as we can. So I'll see you guys then. All right.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys soon. Bringing today's winners. She moving on to the second round of the team's tournament. She died, dude. How you feeling?
We are terrifying. We dominated this match. 5 points in round one. How many singles players can really claim that? I think that we had a very impressive showing. And honestly, our next opponents just give up when the green room is made. Because you're not going to be...
This is how good I am on 17 hours of being up for 17 hours.
What? I didn't know this. What the fuck are you doing?
Well, we know who your next opponents are going to be because they won the earlier match. You'll be playing Never Sober, Somewhat Scary, Luis Buß and Anthony Tisdall.
Yes!
How you feeling about that?
We're going to get our shit rocked. I think Luis could woat us, but I fucking love hanging out with him and Anthony.
Yeah.
So, you know what? I'll make Anthony watch some musicals and other stuff. All of y'all just need to fucking watch horror musicals. It is a fun category. Watch The Lure.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
I should watch more horror musicals. You're right.
Watch The Lure.
Yeah.
The Lure is great. I agree.
Everybody here has seen The Lure? Okay, we're good.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. All right, well, we'll be seeing you soon because now that we've completed round one, we'll be setting that up before you know it. So you'll be back here.
Fuck.
Really, really soon. We're looking forward to that. We're dropping backstage, wrapping up for today. If you made it this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go to the Facebook group, Why We Love Horror. Go to the TikTok, WWL Horror. There's a lot of stuff. We're doing so much stuff. Monday is Versus, Tuesday is Horror Headlines, Wednesday is Special Editions, Thursday is Why We Love Horror, and Friday you're watching it, Why We Love Horror Trivia. Always 2 matches or 1 big match. We appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for your patronage. All that great stuff.
Game over.
I'll fucking kill you!